Hello, Alicia.
Hi, Jared. Welcome, everyone.
And welcome, listeners. Thank you for joining us for another deep dive into vibrations and manifestations.
Today, we're really diving into what happens when things just aren't clicking.
Yeah.
You know, the vision board feels flat, the affirmations seem hollow, maybe the sheer effort of it all just feels overwhelming.
Yeah, that constant push.
Exactly. So we're calling this deep dive Magnetism, becoming the match.
I think that's such a key distinction because most people, when they hear manifestation, they immediately think action.
It's the hustle.
Right. The scripting, the sheer force of will trying to make something happen.
Like pushing that boulder uphill, like you said. It feels like work.
It really does.
And that's the big shift we want to explore today. Because true magnetism, the kind that feels effortless, like things are flowing to you, it isn't really about doing more. It's profoundly about being.
Can you unpack that a bit more?
Yeah. It's about becoming the energetic equivalent, like the energetic twin of what you want. So the universe stops seeing it as this thing you're desperately chasing.
Right, that not yet energy.
Precisely. And starts recognizing it as something you already embody. Your frequency naturally aligns with it.
Okay. So our mission today, really, is to help you, the listener, stop broadcasting that low hum of it's not here yet,
Yeah.
that maybe slightly desperate energy.
And start resonating with that clear, settled frequency of, oh, it's already here, it's already done.
That shift, moving from chasing something out there to embodying it in here, that feels like where the real magic happens, or maybe the real physics of it.
That's exactly it. The physics of attraction, yeah.
And often this whole journey, this realization, it really starts when desire hits. Well, it feels like an invisible wall.
The invisible wall, I know that feeling.
Me too. It's that point where you realize, okay, I'm doing the rituals, I'm saying the words, but something's off. The actions feel hollow because the underlying frequency is just contaminated.
I think that's a really relatable place for so many people to start. That feeling where the wanting is so strong, but it's almost fighting against this undercurrent of fear or doubt. Can you maybe share a bit about what that felt like for you hitting that wall?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it was really prominent after a significant loss. Everything went quiet, but it wasn't that peaceful, restorative quiet. It was hollow, that silence that just screams loneliness.
Oh, I know that silence. It's heavy.
So heavy. And you're in survival mode, right? So you try to change the external stuff. New place, new routine, thinking if I just do enough things differently, the inside will catch up. You just keep busy, basically running from that void, humming underneath everything.
And that running, that constant busyness is actually broadcasting instability, isn't it? It's a frequency in itself.
It absolutely is. So then when something or someone new does show up, maybe a distraction, a temporary fix, a brief bit of relief, you grab onto it hard.
Because it feels like proof. Like, see, I manifested this. It's working.
Exactly. You think, I'm finally moving forward. But because that relief feels so good, so needed, you often skip the really deep internal work, the healing part.
You build on shaky ground, avoidance instead of alignment.
Precisely. And then, almost inevitably, that temporary thing, it crumbles. It just can't hold the weight.
Because the foundation wasn't solid?
And when it crashes, the fallout feels devastating. Not always because of the external loss itself, but because that person or that situation, it represented proof that you were maybe lovable or capable or worthy. And when it goes, the belief goes with it. So you try again. You try to manifest something new. But underneath all the positive intentions, the core frequency is still vibrating with that fear. You're asking for abundance, but you're feeling desperate. You're praying for love, but radiating loss and unworthiness.
And this is where the universe, which is, essentially a giant mirror reflecting your internal state, it can only show you what you're broadcasting. That deep underlying feeling of lack or fear, that's what creates the invisible wall. You can say affirmations all day long, but if your nervous system, your deepest belief system, feels fundamentally unsafe or unworthy of receiving it, your signal is just noisy. It's incoherent.
So the real turning point, the pivot, comes when you finally stop running. When you stop trying to fill that internal hole with external things.
Spackle.
Yeah, exactly. And instead, you find the courage to just sit with the stillness, to sit with the void until it doesn't feel terrifying anymore, until maybe it even starts to feel sacred.
That takes immense courage.
It really does. And you realize the alignment you're craving, it has to come from within first. You have to fill that space yourself.
And that right there, that's the absolute core of what we're talking about today. The real manifestation work kicks in when you stop obsessing over, okay, how do I get it? What steps do I need to take? And fundamentally shift to asking, who am I being right now? What energy am I embodying that is attracting this current reality?
Yeah.
That's the game changer.
Okay, so let's really get into the weeds here. Bridging this internal state with the external reality. We're pulling from, well, deep insights from neuroscience, things like polyvagal theory, and also these timeless spiritual frameworks.
Yeah.
Because often when manifestation feels hard, it's because your conscious mind wants one thing.
Yeah, I want abundance.
Right. But your body, your nervous system, your subconscious, they're speaking a totally different language. They're saying, danger, remember last time?
Exactly. They're not on the same page at all. And this is why we have to start with the body.
Yeah.
Because your nervous system, it is the absolute gatekeeper of receiving everything you desire.
Everything. Like even small things.
Everything, big, small, tangible, intangible, has to pass through the body's assessment first. And your body, your primal brainstem, it's constantly running one fundamental program. Am I safe?
Okay, but hang on. That feels like a catch-22. If I'm wanting, say, financial stability because I feel fundamentally unsafe and scared about money, how can I possibly feel safe enough to let the abundance in? Isn't that just like forcing yourself to feel something you don't? Fake it till you make it.
That is such a brilliant question. And it highlights exactly why just thinking positive thoughts often falls short. It's not about forcing, it's about understanding the mechanics. Think about folks like Dr. Bruce Lipton talking about the subconscious mind. It's running the show like 95% of the time, right?
Right. Based on past programming.
Exactly, based on past experiences. So if a past experience, maybe a painful breakup, a business failure, a big disappointment taught your system, hey, getting what I really wanted led to pain or loss or humiliation. Your body, your cells, subtly write that code. Warning, achieving this desired state might lead to future pain. It's trying to protect you.
So the body itself, unconsciously, activates resistance. Even if my conscious mind is saying, yes, please.
Precisely. It's not malicious. Your body isn't trying to sabotage you. It genuinely believes it's keeping you safe from repeating that past hurt. So let's say you want that big career promotion, which means more visibility, right?
Yeah, more exposure.
But maybe 5 years ago, you had a really painful experience with public speaking or a project that failed publicly. Your body remembers that feeling, the shame, the anxiety. So now, as this new opportunity approaches, your nervous system might subtly trigger things like anxiety or sudden fatigue or procrastination.
Self-sabotage.
It looks like self-sabotage, but from the body's perspective, it's protective. It's trying to keep you safe in the familiar, lower-risk zone, even if that zone feels like stagnation.
This maps so clearly onto Dr. Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory, doesn't it? Can you walk us through how those different nervous system states directly impact our ability to actually receive?
Absolutely. Polyvagal theory gives us such a useful map for this. Essentially, we're looking at 3 main states. You've got the sympathetic state, that's your fight or flight, high energy, but it's anxious, maybe frantic, desperate energy, not receptive.
That's the hustle energy, right? Trying to force it.
Exactly. Then you have the dorsal vagal state. That's the freeze or shutdown, feeling hopeless, collapsed, invisible, numb. Also, clearly not a state where you can receive anything good. You're basically offline.
Okay, so neither fight, flight, nor freeze allows receiving.
Correct. The system is closed for business in those states. It's purely in survival mode. The only state where true magnetism, true receiving becomes possible is the ventral vagal complex. This is part of the parasympathetic system, often called rest and digest, but it's more accurately rest and connect or rest and receive.
Ah, rest and receive. I like that.
Yeah. When your body gets the signal that you are genuinely safe, not just telling yourself you're safe, but feeling it physiologically, then the system opens up. That chronic tension in your jaw might release, your shoulders drop, your breath deepens naturally, you become receptive.
So the key really is regulation, not forcing positivity.
100%. When your system feels regulated and safe, that's when you broadcast a coherent signal of stability, and the universe responds to that stability.
Which means those simple practices, grounding your feet, taking slow, deep breaths, especially lengthening the exhale, they aren't just relaxation techniques. They are direct neurological interventions.
Exactly. You're manually shifting the operating system. You're telling your entire being, through the language the body understands, it's actually okay. You can relax the hypervigilance. You can let this good thing in.
Wow. Okay, so that's the physiological prerequisite. Your nervous system has to be in that ventral, vagal, safe and social receptive state.
That's the foundation. If you're stuck in sympathetic or dorsal, The door is essentially closed no matter how hard you knock with affirmations. Slowing down, grounding, breathing,
Yeah.
that's how you gently open the door.
Okay, so from the body's safety signal, let's move into the emotional field. Energy in emotion. This feels like where the physics of attraction really come alive. Spiritually, we hear that emotions have frequencies.
They absolutely do, and it's not just metaphorical. Various traditions, and now even science, recognize that emotions are energy waves. They have measurable frequencies. Think about it: gratitude, joy, love, compassion. They feel expansive, light, high frequency, right?
Yeah, definitely. They lift you up.
Whereas fear, shame, guilt, scarcity, they feel heavy, dense, contractive, low frequency. And these states aren't just internal moods, they directly shape your electromagnetic signature.
Our personal energy field.
Yes, primarily generated by the heart, which has a powerful electromagnetic field. And what happens when we're consistently vibrating in those lower frequencies, like fear or unworthiness?
Does the field shrink or get weaker?
Both, essentially. It contracts. It becomes less powerful, less coherent. The Heart Math Institute has done fascinating research on this. They measure heart rate variability, HRV. When your heart's rhythm is chaotic, which happens naturally when we're stressed, frustrated, judging ourselves, your electromagnetic broadcast becomes, well, noisy. It's incoherent, like static on a radio.
Okay, so coherence isn't just about feeling relaxed. Is it more specific than that? How would someone listening know if they've actually achieved heart coherence?
That's a great question. Coherence is a very specific physiological state. It's characterized by a smooth, sine wave-like pattern in your heart rhythms. This synchronizes with your brain waves, creating this harmonious resonance between heart and mind. It's not just relaxation, which can be more passive. Coherence feels actively calm, centered, clear.
Like being in the zone.
Kind of, yeah. But a very calm, balanced zone. You'd feel settled, resilient, less likely to be thrown off by external stuff. There's a sense of inner alignment and flow, less mental chatter.
So consciously choosing feelings like appreciation or compassion, especially self-compassion when we feel unworthy, that's not just a nice spiritual practice. It's an actual immediate tool for tuning our energy field.
It's exactly that. It physically stabilizes your heart's rhythm. That rhythmic stability then helps synchronize your brain waves. You're literally bringing your mind, heart, and body into alignment, that state of congruence. That's the true alignment that mystics like Neville Goddard or Florence Scotia were talking about. Remember, Goddard's feeling is the secret.
Yes. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Precisely. It wasn't just about thinking the wish fulfilled. It was about generating the feeling, the coherent emotional frequency that actually does the magnetic work. That feeling creates the powerful, clear broadcast.
Okay, this makes so much sense. Body regulated and safe, ventral vagal. Heart generating a coherent, high-frequency emotional signal, like gratitude or compassion. Which brings us perfectly to the third piece, the quantum mirror, resonance and entanglement. How does the external world actually respond to this internal state?
Well, your personal energy field, that coherent signal you're now broadcasting, it's not operating in a vacuum. It's constantly interacting with the larger quantum field all around you. Think of the old Hermetic principle. As above, so below. As within, so without. From texts like the Kabbalion. Your internal state literally shapes the probabilities in the field around you.
Now, quantum field can sound a bit out there or abstract for some people. Is there a simpler way to think about this resonance?
Absolutely. Think about tuning forks or even pianos. If you have two pianos in a room, both perfectly tuned, and you firmly strike middle C on one piano, what happens to the other piano across the room?
The same string, the middle C string, will start to vibrate too. Sympathetic resonance.
Exactly. You didn't physically touch the second piano. You didn't send a sound wave that pushed the string. The frequency you broadcasted resonated with the matching frequency in the field, and the second string spontaneously started vibrating in response. The field reorganized itself to match the signal.
Wow, okay. So when our internal state nervous system safe, heart coherent, thoughts and feelings aligned with, it's already mine. When that whole system vibrates at the frequency of our desire.
The external field, the quantum field, which contains infinite possibilities. It essentially has to reorganize itself to reflect that clear, stable signal back to you. It finds the matching frequency out there and draws it into your experience.
So it's not magic, it's physics. Resonance.
It's resonance. The emotions are the tuning mechanism. You're calibrating your internal instrument, your body, heart, and mind, to the precise frequency of the reality you wish to experience. Dr. Dispenza talks about this powerfully. When coherent thought aligns with coherent emotion, you broadcast a new electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. You're literally signaling a future reality into the present moment.
Which means the critical check, if things aren't manifesting, isn't just what affirmation am I missing? It's deeper. It's, okay, does my body feel safe enough to actually receive this? Does my heart energy trust that this good thing can actually last?
That's the integration check. And the shift happens, as Alan Watts might say, when you move out of that mode of striving and chasing and into allowing, surrendering to the flow, trusting that universal alignment, because you realize you're not separate from the flow. You are the flow.
So the secret isn't thinking your way there.
It's regulating your nervous system and feeling your way home, feeling your way back to the frequency of already here.
Okay, this theory is powerful, but let's make it tangible. Let's move this from intellectual understanding into a direct felt experience right now. We're going to guide you through 4 really simple but potent exercises to help you calibrate your own magnetic energy.
You don't need to do anything special. Just stay where you are, maybe close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or just soften your gaze. The main focus is on your breath and your internal awareness. We'll guide you slowly, step by step, plenty of time to just feel into it.
All right, let's begin this calibration. Just settle in. Exercise 1, releasing control.
Okay, start with a slow, easy breath in through your nose, just gently filling your lungs, and then release the air slowly, maybe through pursed lips like you're breathing out through a straw. Just let it all go.
Now just scan your body for a moment. Notice if there's any tightness lingering anywhere. Common spots are the jaw. Maybe the shoulders creeping up towards your ears.
Right.
Perhaps across your forehead. Just notice it without judgment.
Now imagine that physical tightness represents a clenched fist inside you, and that fist is gripping tightly onto a specific outcome you really, really want. Holding on, trying to force it, trying to control how and when it happens. Feel that tension of gripping.
Okay, now with your next slow, steady exhale, consciously visualize that fist unclenching. Imagine the fingers relaxing, softening, opening. Let the tension just melt away with the breath, sinking down, releasing.
And as you feel that release, whisper softly to yourself, either out loud or just internally. I release the need to control how it happens.
Just stay with that feeling of release for another breath or two. Feel the lightness that comes with letting go of that burden. Feel the relief of stepping back, allowing space for the universe, for infinite intelligence to handle the details.
Remember, every act of surrender, of releasing control, creates a kind of energetic vacuum. It makes space. It allows what's truly meant for you to find its way to you with much more ease.
Exercise 2, shifting from timeline to trust.
All right. Now, gently bring to mind one specific desire or goal that currently feels, well, stuck or delayed. Something you're maybe feeling impatient about, something you're actively waiting for. Just hold it gently in your awareness.
And now just observe the thoughts that naturally arise around this desire. Do you hear things like, when is it going to happen already? Or why isn't it here yet? Or what if it never comes? Maybe even, did I miss my chance? These are what we call timeline thoughts. They're rooted in scarcity and fear.
Take another long, slow inhale. Really fill your belly with air. And on the exhale, consciously, gently replace those anxious timeline thoughts with this simple, powerful phrase, I trust it's unfolding in perfect timing.
Feel that phrase land in your body. Just notice how different it feels compared to the urgency of when. Does it feel a little calmer, a little more settled? Notice any micro-release of tension as you repeat it silently on the next exhale. I trust it's unfolding in perfect timing.
You're essentially retraining your nervous system with this exercise. You're teaching it through feeling that trusting the timing is safe, that you don't have to be hyper-vigilant about the when. The universal plan is already in motion.
Exercise 3, practicing receiving, micro-receiving.
Okay, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze soft.
Shift your focus now entirely to something small but genuinely good that is present for you in this exact moment, right here, right now. It could be the feeling of warmth on your skin, the comfort of the chair supporting you, maybe the quiet sound in the room, or simply the feeling of your own breath moving easily in and out. Find one small, simple, good thing.
Got it. Now allow yourself to fully receive that small gift. Don't brush it off. Don't minimize it. Breathe it in. Really savor it. This practice of micro-receiving is so important because if we unconsciously block the small everyday blessings, we reinforce the pattern of blocking the bigger ones too.
So acknowledge this small good thing and say quietly to yourself with genuine appreciation, I allow good things in. Just feel that openness.
Breathe into that feeling of allowing, of acceptance. Anchor it with your breath. This simple act opens the channel for receiving on all levels.
Exercise 4, energetic rehearsal, becoming supernatural.
All right, let's take this one step further now, into embodiment. Using your imagination, vividly picture yourself having already received your desired outcome. It's done. It's here. You are living that reality right now. Really see this version of you, the one who already has it. How do they move through the world? What's their posture like? Shoulders relaxed? Head held high? What kind of energy do they carry? Is it calm? Confident? Easy? Unhurried? Peaceful? Feel into that quality.
Now, let your physical body, now, in this moment, begin to adopt that frequency. Let yourself actually feel it. Drop your shoulders. Maybe sit up a little straighter. Breathe as that version of you breathes. Drop into the deep, settled sense of completion and satisfaction that comes with knowing the goal is already achieved. Feel the relief. Feel the certainty.
This isn't just positive thinking or visualization. This is attunement. You are energetically rehearsing. You are broadcasting the resonant frequency of already here from your cells, from your being.
Hold on to that feeling of quiet, settled certainty for a few more breaths. Let that steady, magnetic energy fill you up. Feel it radiating from your heart. This is the energy that attracts, that magnetizes. Not frantic effort, but this calm, knowing alignment.
Closing breath.
Okay, let's take one final deep breath in together, really drawing in that beautiful, aligned feeling, filling yourself up.
And exhale slowly, completely, letting go of any attachment, any pressure, any lingering need for it to happen in a certain way.
And just whisper to yourself, anchoring this state. I am the magnet. I am aligned. I allow what's mine to find me.
Feel the power in that surrender, that feeling right there. That's the feeling of open receiving. Just rest in it for a moment.
Okay, that was beautiful. Now, if during any of those exercises you felt a little resistance,
Yeah.
maybe a thought popped up like, oh, this is silly, or yeah, right, like this is going to work, or maybe just a feeling of tension, that's actually great. Seriously, that resistance is valuable feedback. It's totally normal.
Absolutely. It just shows us where the static is. So now we're going to move into what we call manifestation debug mode. Think of it like running diagnostics on your energetic signal to clearly identify and gently shift any static that might be jamming your frequency.
And remember, the goal here is awareness and gentle recalibration. It's not about judging yourself or trying to forcefully eliminate the negative thoughts, just observation.
Okay, ready, let's debug. Step 1, identify the desire. First, bring back to mind that one specific desire that feels a bit stuck or resistant. Just name it silently to yourself. Got it.
Okay, now, just intuitively on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is, I have absolutely zero belief this is possible for me, and 10 is, I feel with total certainty it's already here or on its way. Where does this desire currently feel? Just get a sense of that number. No judgment. That's simply your starting frequency right now for this particular desire.
Step 2, spot the static. Now, tune into the primary emotion that comes up when you think about this desire not having manifested yet. Is it genuine excitement and anticipation? Or is there a stronger layer of frustration, impatience, maybe anxiety, worry? Or perhaps a deeper feeling like fear, doubt, or even unworthiness? Just identify the dominant feeling.
Got it. Okay. That feeling is direct feedback from your energy field about the current vibration. Now let's trace that feeling back one step further. What's the core thought or belief that seems to be generating that feeling? Is it static? Does it sound something like?
It's just too hard, or maybe I'm probably not good enough for that. Or things like this never really work out for me. Perhaps even if I get it, I'll probably just mess it up or lose it anyway.
Find the thought that resonates most strongly. That underlying thought is your current dominant broadcast signal on this topic. Just notice it. You don't need to wrestle with it or change it yet. Just name it. Feel where it lives in your body. Maybe a tightness in your chest or stomach. Just observe.
Step 3, shift the frequency, tilting. Okay, here comes the really crucial part. We're not going to try and force ourselves into some Pollyanna 100% opposite belief that often just creates more internal conflict.
Right, the internal BS detector goes off.
Exactly. Instead, we're aiming for a gentle tilt, a slight recalibration. We want to shift the thought just a few degrees towards possibility, towards neutrality, or maybe just towards less certainty about the negative outcome.
Can you give an example of tilting?
Sure, let's say your static thought was, it never works out for me. Trying to jump immediately to everything always works out perfectly,
Yeah.
that was fake, right?
Yeah, totally unbelievable for most people in that state.
So instead, you could tilt it gently, maybe to something like, okay, some things haven't worked out in the past, and I've also had surprising successes. Or, it feels like it never works out, but maybe I haven't seen the whole picture yet. Or even, I've felt stuck before, and eventually, things did shift. See the difference?
Yeah, it feels less absolute. It introduces a little crack of possibility without demanding full belief right away.
Yeah.
It feels more honest, maybe?
Exactly. It's more authentic, and your nervous system is much more likely to accept it. It creates space. So find a gentle tilt for your static thought, something that feels just a little bit better, a little more open. Take a moment.
And as you find that tilted thought, notice how it lands in your body. Does it feel slightly less constricted? A tiny bit lighter. Breathe into that space you just created. Inhale and exhale.
Yeah.
You're making a subtle but powerful distinction between the old, rigid story and a new, more flexible possibility.
Step 4. Anchor the new signal. All right. Now, let's anchor the slightly shifted, more open frequency. Bring your awareness back to your heart center again. Visualize that soft, steady light glowing there. As you inhale, imagine that light getting a little brighter, a little clearer, more coherent. As you exhale, feel that gentle light expanding outwards, broadcasting this new tilted frequency.
Maybe place a hand over your heart again, just for that physical connection. And let's affirm this new, more open signal. Silently or softly say, I am safe to receive what I desire, even if things haven't always worked out before. Feel that land. Then, I'm willing to trust the timing of my life, even if I feel impatient sometimes.
Feel the resonance of those words. They acknowledge the past or the feeling, but anchor you in present possibility and safety.
Step 5, reality check. Mirror versus magnet. Okay, final step in the debug. Let's do a quick reality check for this specific area of your life. Are you primarily operating as a mirror or as a magnet?
A mirror simply reflects what is or what's been, often reflecting the lack, the doubt, the struggle, just keeping the old pattern going. A magnet, on the other hand, radiates the frequency of what's desired, what's already aligned within that quiet confidence, that ease, that certainty, and naturally draws the corresponding reality towards it.
So, take a moment now. Think about this coming week. Can you identify one small, concrete way you could choose to act more like the magnet in this area, rather than just mirroring the current lack or frustration?
Maybe it means treating your current apartment with the care you'd give your dream home, or showing up to a meeting with the quiet confidence of someone who already has the respect you seek instead of trying to prove yourself. Or maybe it's simply speaking kindly to yourself about this desire, like someone who knows good things are natural for them. Just one small shift in being.
Closing recalibration. Let's just seal this clearer signal. Take a deep breath in and really feel the settled energy of already having this desire fulfilled, that calm, satisfied feeling from exercise 4. Breathe it in fully.
And as you exhale slowly, consciously, release all the pressure, all the striving, all the need to make it happen. Let it all go.
And whisper this final anchor phrase. I am the magnet. The universe is the mirror. I trust the space between.
Beautiful. Your debug is complete. You've identified the static, tilted the frequency, and anchored a clearer signal. Your energy is already recalibrating. All right. To really integrate everything we've explored, the nervous system safety, the heart coherence, the tilted frequency, we're now going to guide you through a slightly longer, deeper visualization. This is a full magnetic field reset. The intention here is to make this clearer, more aligned frequency your new default setting.
So once again, find a comfortable position. If it feels right and it's safe to do so, allow your eyes to gently close. Take a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your belly, and then let it go with a sigh, or just a long, slow exhale through your mouth. Really empty your lungs. Let go of the day so far.
Just allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. There's absolutely nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to figure out right now. Your only job is to relax and allow yourself to receive this energetic reset. Step 1. Grounding the energy. Begin by bringing your awareness all the way down to your feet. Feel the solid connection between your feet and the floor or whatever surface is supporting you. Now imagine vibrant, strong, golden roots extending down from the soles of your feet. See them growing effortlessly, deep, deep down into the earth below you, anchoring you firmly.
Feel the incredible stability and unwavering support coming up from the earth through these roots. You are connected, you are held, you are secure. With each slow inhale, consciously draw up that sense of deep stability, that calm, foundational safety right up from the earth's core into your body.
And with each long, slow exhale, intentionally release any tension you might still be holding, maybe in your neck, your back, your shoulders. Release any low-level anxiety, any mental chatter, any sense of resistance. Let it flow down through your roots and dissolve harmlessly into the earth. Keep breathing slowly and deeply, letting each breath reinforce the message to your nervous system. I am safe here. It is safe to relax. It is safe to receive.
Step 2, clearing the static. Now, gently bring your primary manifestation goal, the desire you've been working with, back into your mind's eye. Just hold it there softly. And notice again any sensations that arise in your body as you think about it. Perhaps that familiar tightness, or a flicker of impatience, or that shadow of doubt.
Visualize all of that static, the doubts, the worries, the anxieties, the impatience, the need to control. Visualize it all as a kind of faint, swirling gray mist or fog that's been hovering around your body, maybe clouding your energy field, blurring your clear signal.
Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale slowly and completely, just watch as that gray mist effortlessly dissolves. See it flowing down through your golden roots, being drawn into the earth. The earth knows exactly how to neutralize and transmute this energy. Let it go.
You don't need to fight the static or push it away, just allow it to release naturally from your field with each exhale. Feel your energetic space becoming cleaner, clearer, more luminous, ready to broadcast a pure signal.
Step 3, regulating the field. Now, gently shift your focus to the center of your chest, to your heart space. Picture a beautiful warm light glowing there, maybe a soft golden white or emerald green, whatever feels right to you. This light is the core generator of your personal magnetic field.
As you breathe in, imagine this heart light growing brighter, stronger, more coherent, amplifying its beautiful energy. As you breathe out, visualize this light expanding outwards from your heart, creating a sphere of luminous energy that surrounds your entire body, extending maybe 6 feet out in all directions. Feel the rhythm. Inhale, the light intensifies at the core. Exhale, the sphere expands and stabilizes, becoming clearer.
Just rest in this field of coherent light. Notice its qualities. It feels calm, balanced, peaceful, yet powerful. This field doesn't need to chase or grasp. It doesn't plead or demand. It simply is. It radiates a clear, stable, harmonious frequency. This is your true magnetic presence.
Step 4, embodying alignment. Within this beautiful field of light, now call to mind again that version of you who has already fully manifested your desire. See them clearly. Perhaps they are standing or sitting near you within your light field. Notice again their energy, their posture, their essence. Focus intensely on the feeling state of this aligned self. The deep sense of peace, the groundedness, the quiet confidence, the ease, the gratitude.
Notice the stillness behind their eyes. Notice the flow in their movements. Notice the lack of striving.
Now imagine yourself gently moving towards this aligned version of you. And as you take your next deep inhale, imagine merging with them completely. Let your light field and their light field blend into one single unified radiant sphere. Become one with this energy.
Feel their sense of completion, their security, their worthiness, flooding your entire system now. Allow yourself to fully receive this feeling. Remember, this isn't something you have to create or reach for externally. This alignment is an internal memory, a potential that already exists within you. You are simply remembering it, activating it, allowing it to be your dominant reality right now.
Step 5, recalibrating the signal. Now, let's consciously fine-tune this newly embodied frequency with specific intentions of safety, worthiness, and trust. Still breathing slowly and deeply on your next inhale, silently affirm, I am safe to receive this, and it is safe for me to keep it.
Exhale slowly, feeling your heart field expand with that truth, that certainty.
Again, inhale. I am deeply worthy of all the joy, ease, and abundance this brings.
Exhale. I release all need to control the how and when, and I fully trust the perfect timing of my life.
Just feel the shift in your energy field as you anchor these beliefs. Notice if the air around you feels lighter, clearer. Feel the coherence strengthening. Visualize your beautiful golden or white or green field pulsing gently outwards, a steady, clear, powerful frequency, now perfectly tuned to the vibration of your desire.
Imagine that somewhere out in the vast quantum field of possibility, your desire feels the undeniable resonance, the magnetic pull of your clear, aligned frequency. And it begins to move towards you effortlessly, joyfully, not because you're chasing it, but because your energy is finally truly a perfect match. It's simply responding to your call.
Step 6, integration and return. Now gently gather that beautiful expanded light back towards your center. Allow the radiant glow to settle softly around your heart space like a steady internal flame that you carry with you always. Know that the state of alignment is always within you, always accessible through your breath and intention.
Take one more deep, conscious breath in through your nose. Really feel that calm, secure, magnetic alignment anchored within you. And as you exhale completely, release anything else that needs to go. Just let yourself rest in a feeling of deep, quiet gratitude for this internal reset, for your own capacity to shift your energy.
When you feel ready, gently begin to bring some awareness back to your physical body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, feel the support beneath you. And just before you open your eyes, whisper one last time to yourself, I am magnetic, I am aligned, I am open to receive.
And now, slowly, gently, allow your eyes to open, bringing your awareness fully back to the room around you. Take your time. Notice how you feel. The world outside might look the same, but trust that the internal signal you are now broadcasting is fundamentally, powerfully, magnetically different.
Wow, that felt really grounding. Let's just take a moment to quickly synthesize the core insights from this deep dive today, because the fundamental truth we keep coming back to is this. True magnetism, effortless manifestation, it really is about being, not about effortful doing.
Absolutely. When your nervous system feels safe enough to receive, when your emotional energy coming from your heart is coherent and clear, and when your conscious beliefs are gently tilted towards possibility, the universe just responds. It mirrors that internal alignment.
We talked about the heart of the story, how crucial it is to heal those internal voids, that sense of lack or loneliness, through self-alignment first. That stops the pattern of attracting temporary fixes and starts resonating with authentic connection and true fulfillment.
And the mechanics became clearer too, right? Alignment starts in the body, always. Getting the nervous system into that ventral vagal state signaling safety is the non-negotiable first step. Without that, the door to receiving stays closed.
Then it's expressed through the heart, cultivating those coherent emotions like gratitude, compassion, appreciation. That's what stabilizes and strengthens your electromagnetic broadcast. That's the signal.
And finally, the quantum field acts as the mirror. It reflects your dominant resonance. When you shift your internal frequency to genuinely feel like you already have it, the external world has to reorganize to match that vibration. It's physics.
Which brings us back to that core question, the pivot point. The real power emerges the moment you shift from asking, okay, what do I need to do to get it? And instead settle into the deeper, more potent inquiry. Who am I being right now? What frequency am I embodying in this present moment? That's where your creative power truly lies.
Okay, before we wrap up this deep dive, we really want to give you a practical way to keep this energy alive and integrated into your daily life this week. We're calling it the 7-Day Magnet Challenge.
It's simple. The challenge is just to practice being the magnet daily. The main practice is this. Whenever you catch yourself slipping into doubt or getting caught up in those anxious timeline thoughts, why not yet? Just pause. Stop everything for a moment.
Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Really ground yourself. And then ask yourself this question. How would I feel right now if this desire were already fully realized, if it were already done?
And then feel that feeling. Maybe it's relief, maybe it's calm, maybe it's joy or security or ease. Whatever that feeling is, let it be your compass. Use that feeling to guide your very next breath and maybe your next small action. You don't have to hold it perfectly all day. Just keep gently returning to that frequency of alignment whenever you notice you've drifted.
And to help anchor this, we suggest 3 quick daily touch points. First, in the morning, ideally before you even look at your phone or get caught up in the day, just place a hand on your heart for a moment. Take a breath and whisper, I am the magnet. I am aligned. I allow what's meant for me to come with ease and stability.
Then, sometime during the day, especially if you feel that wave of doubt or pressure rising, just pause again. Take one conscious breath and silently affirm, it is safe for me to receive and hold on to what I desire. Just a quick reset.
And finally, in the evening, maybe before bed, take just 60 seconds to reflect on one small thing that happened during your day that felt like unexpected alignment. It could be a genuine compliment you received, a moment of surprising inner calm amidst chaos, finding the perfect parking spot right when you needed it, or getting just the right piece of information effortlessly. Acknowledge these synchronicities. They're signs your field is syncing up.
Thank you so much for joining us today, for going deep into this work of becoming the match. If this conversation sparks something in you, maybe share it with a friend who you know is working really hard, maybe pushing a bit too hard to make things happen.
And please carry this final thought with you into your week. You are never actually separate from anything you truly desire, that feeling of separation. It was just the gap between the frequency you were habitually broadcasting and the frequency of the desired outcome. Alignment isn't something you achieve through struggle.
It's something you remember. It's a state you allow yourself to return to. It's already within you.
So until our next deep dive, remember to breathe, trust the process, and embody the fundamental truth.
Alignment isn't something you chase, it's simply who you decide to become.
We'll catch you next time.